All right, my friends. Welcome to another edition of Strategy Sundays. I am Mac Paladin, your host. And you did not see that gesture. Anyway, that's not important. So the plot thickens. And before I get into that, I'm going to bring the Galax in here. Do 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 do. Yoo-hoo! All right. Anyway, so the plot thickens. I'll have to recap when Galax comes back so he can commentate on this. But yeah, the plot thickens over at. Hey.
Hi. Sorry about that.
Okay, I was starting to say the plot thickens. Twitter has now attempted to ban a bunch of social media platforms from even being mentioned on there, and you seem to have something to say about that, Galax.
I saw a tweet from someone that was tweeting at Musk saying that it's mostly going to be for like Mastodon having an account and shit, but
well, they post, so Twitter support actually posted that anybody promoting these platforms or using Linktree or anything
or like if you have a Twitter account just for the purpose of pointing to your Instagram or whatever.
Well, they kind of implied that any mentions of these other platforms will result in the tweet being removed.
Oh no, they did. I'm trying to find the walkback thing.
Yeah, because 6 hours ago, Twitter support put this out there, and as of yet, there's been no contradiction. However, coinciding with that, Elon put what he claims to be a binding poll that says that asking readers if they want him to step down as CEO, like it was a threat.
Here it is.
And right now, that poll is leading 55% to 45%. Get the fuck out.
Which I suspect means that he already has a replacement lined up.
Yeah,
he wouldn't have even made the poll.
I suspect that I don't think he ever really wanted to do it in the first place. I mean, as evidenced by the fact that he tried to back out of the deal.
Yeah. So yeah, I linked in the Twitch chat the walkback tweet.
Ah, okay. We'll have to take a look at that. But as of yet, his rival Jeff Bezos hasn't been banned, and neither has Alphabet Corporation. So for the moment, I'm not that worried because we could still promote our Twitch channel here.
Right.
And get people over here. But this is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. By the way, question. Are you doing reviews today, or is that a week off because of...
That is 2 weeks off.
Because of the holidays, okay. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't... Yeah. Since we started so late, I didn't want to hold you up, you know.
No, that's fine. I do need to go finish my soup. Take it off the burner and put it in a bowl, but yes.
Well, I've got Google Lens up here, so I'm ready to roll depth charges whenever you're ready. But if you want to go finish your soup, then I will start loading things up and chit-chatting with the viewers here. We do have at least one or two people here ready to roll.
Good. Sorry, I have not forwarded the thing because I was running back and forth out of the kitchen.
This will also give me an opportunity to post a counterlink on Facebook, which I will be using more extensively now for this purpose.
Let's see.
Since as of yet, Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos don't have a beef.
Theoretically,
I mean, you
know, they don't have a public beef that is being.
What's funny to me is it reminds me of something that Trevor Noah recently said on the Between the Scenes segment, where somebody asked if he was beefing with Ye. And he says, in order for it to be a beef, it has to go two ways.
Yes.
And it's like
otherwise it's just you being annoyed.
Yep. And I thought that was particularly prescient in this particular situation because it's like Elon Musk has a beef with these other platforms, but they don't actually have a beef with him. So it's just him being a little bee.
Yeah, plus he seems to have accidentally implied that Twitter is a publisher, which is not something that Twitter wants to be.
No, they don't, because that would mean that they would be subject to some very specific laws governing libel. Sorry about that. The Automod is a tad aggressive.
Yes.
I mean, he is and he isn't. At least he doesn't have like 10 kids out of wedlock like Elon.
Yeah, but on the other hand, he doesn't pay his workers.
Uh,
And it looks like my soup is done, so I will be right back.
he's also not in charge of that decision anymore. He's... like, I'm not defending either of them. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to pick which one is less crappy than the other. Oh, yeah? Okay. Nice. Well, good luck with that. Alright, let's see here. Where's my other controller? Hopefully this will run a lot better because I have removed quite a bit of stuff from this computer. Camera got tilted down here. Or tilted up. It's a Doodles! Hello, dudes. She likes to sit here. Like, right on the armrest of my chair. By the way, for the time being, I'm back to using my headset. We've got to do some major work getting my Blue Yeti X functioning the way it should be.
All right, I am back.
That was a fast inhalation of soup.
Oh no, I still have the soup. I was getting it off the burner and putting it in a bowl.
Oh, okay.
The bowl is now in front of me,
Yep.
so I will be eating in between translating things.
Excellent.
Or rather, but I'll wait until, like, we're through the friggin' intro and also everybody launching.
Yeah. So yeah, funny thing. I wasn't allowed to cross-post to my gaming channel on Facebook as long as my main channel was in professional mode.
Strange.
As soon as I turned that off, now I can cross-post to my gaming channel without having to log in as my gaming channel and pull the Facebook post over. I'm cross-posting to Facebook right now. I figure since, aside from not wanting to take the entire evening, I'm not pressed for time today.
Right.
So everybody will get approximately 2 hours of this. I just need to find it. I'm trying to bring Mobile Mayhem back in the mornings, but man, I get home at 7, 8 in the morning, and the last thing I want to do is this.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Yeah, I got Clipchamp Video Editor from Microsoft, and they have some really nice tools for streamers that even include things like a like and subscribe call to action graphic,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is really neat. So I'm gonna be I'm gonna take some clips from our Overwatch play and upload that to Reels and TikTok and Instagram and all that shiz. Let's see what happens. All right. So, like I said, we're going to be using Facebook more, just not through Twitter.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay, let's launch the game and get into the action here. So what happened?
Screen share or sound?
Relax.
Sorry, it's okay. I don't need it that much. I just realized it all of a sudden when stuff started happening and I wasn't hearing any of it.
We're going to find out if any of my new setup is actually working here. If it's improved the overall quality of things.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, I know it has reduced quality. That's on purpose.
Yeah, unless you need more than 15 frames per second.
I doubt this game. Actually, a lot of early games had basically uncapped frame rates, but...
They do, but NTSC usually runs at between 12 and 24. So, especially from the 90s. Animation was almost exclusively done at 12 frames per second.
Oh, yeah. Because it's, you know, each frame is literally, you have to draw mostly the same thing that many more times.
I learned a lot about in-betweens. To where you'll have, like, stationary objects and then a part that moves. It's really fascinating. So that way you keep the part that's underneath. So, like, you draw the torso once, and unless the torso makes a major jerking movement, you know, just raising your hand like that doesn't require you to move the whole torso. And they can, like, add overlapping clothing wrinkles and stuff like that onto it in the in-betweens. So it's really quite fascinating how that actually works. Mission 24.
公営が突破されました。敵が突入してきます。ビビるんじゃねえ。全艦集結しろ。エセゲス。 敵も消耗しているはずだ。反撃するぞ。
Damn it. Keeps telling me there's no fucking connection again.
Seems to be working.
No, I'm specifically for my translation.
了解。
Ah.
I'm actually going to move this emulator over to the i3 so that it takes 0 processing power away. I'm going to move all of my 32-bit and below emulators over to the i3, and then all of the blue stacks and stuff like that is going to. Yeah, see, now it's starting to stutter a little bit.
Pause, please.
Shit.
Were you gonna?
Whoops.
I mean, we did read this
Here,
the
just
last time, but
Yeah, just read the objectives.
Victory conditions. Prometheus 2 gets adjacent to the Kamjin ship, or the Kamjin ship is made unable to function by having its hit points reduced to half or less. Defeat condition, Prometheus 2 destroyed. We're chasing them to get the thing that they stole back, and we're going to try a Daedalus attack, which, while we don't have arms, which the original Daedalus attack used, we do presumably have a pinpoint barrier in our bow, so...
Right. Yeah, it was playing fine for a second, and then it started buffering, so...
Mm-hmm.
And it says no connection again. Get with it. Okay.
We will go after the enemy's vanguard unit. Meanwhile, the Prometheus 2 will catch up to the Kamjin ship. Roger. This ship will aim at the Kamjin ship to perform the Daedalus attack. Hound Squadron is on our way. Please secure our path. Roger.
And we've got quite the show of force here, but let's look at their levels. 17 Oofies. This is going to be a hard battle. These guys are much easier, level 13 through 15. But I say that somewhat facetiously. Wow, we actually have comparable level allies this time to punch through this first line.
That will be helpful. And yes, again, we don't actually have to defeat any particular enemies. Just get adjacent to the enemy ship. But we're going to have to defeat a lot of enemies to get adjacent to the enemy ship.
Right.
It's just no specific ones.
Let's see if we can attack anything. Not yet. I think I told it to repair.
Everyone, help! Everyone, get ready to sortie to secure the path for the Prometheus 2. It wasn't muted for that, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. If you heard it, I wasn't muted.
Why? Did somebody think you're muted?
No, I was just double checking because I clicked my mute button afterwards, and because I was coughing and I wanted to make sure I did it the right number of times.
Ah. Well, let's see. Minimizing the Discord window actually frees up CPU cycles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not. You see, it's not like my art stream where my art stream jamboree, if you will, where. Wow, I got a lot of range here. This is a very small map. I'm gonna kind of line everybody up because we're gonna go on the major offensive here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the Valkyries out here. But I'm not necessarily gonna put out... Oh, Lyle has something to say.
あのチームめ逃げるのをやめたか何かタクス何かタクル Kamjin, why did you stop running away? Are you up to something?
Aha. Something about this is a partial sentence.
Yeah. Nakama attack fleet.
It says
So the enemies are trying to draw in an attack fleet or something?
It says while my comrades are attracting a support fleet.
Okay. Ikini Kamjin. Yeah. So yeah, while our allies are attracting the support fleet, we need to get in close to the Kamjin ship.
He says, I want to rush all the way to Kamjin at once, according to Google Lens.
Again, the subjective sentence is dropped, but yes, that's likely an I there.
It seems to think based on context that that's what's going on.
Yeah, but that's very unreliable. You're correct, and it's probably right in this instance, but I try not to rely on that too much.
Right. I'm pulling an asinine CPU maneuver here and making everybody into an unfathomable pattern.
Mm-hmm. Just don't forget which ones you have control of.
Right. All right, we're gonna wait on these until we get into the until we mix it up with these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we are really close. Maybe I will deploy them and just push them as far forward as I can. Because what I want to do is I'm going to distract the enemy by pushing directly down the middle here and forcing them to converge on me.
Ah.
It's going to be a very aggressive tactic. Basically, swatting a fly with a sledgehammer. At least that's the concept. But you'll note that I'm leaving a line right down the middle here for the Prometheus.
Yeah, assuming it doesn't get too full of enemy units.
Right. Well, we're going to find out if they move at all. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's got something to say.
何としても敵を draw the enemies away at any cost. Or yeah, hikiton.
Or stop the enemy on any cost.
Yeah,
whatever,
stop. Yeah,
whatever the
stop is
variant
probably more accurate. Yeah. So yeah, hikitomeru. Yeah,
see,
stop, detain, restrain, or stop is what that verb is.
Right. So we are not going to fight these guys in Valkyrie mode, no matter what, because these guys here pulverize our plane and our Gerwalk mode. That's why it annoys me that we launch as fighter planes and then can't transform immediately.
That said, it makes sense the way the carrier works.
Yeah.
Oh, the main window is better. We'll take care of your opponents.
Your opponent is us. Let's do it. Which sounds more energetic for some reason.
お前らの相手は俺たちがやっ Yeah, it's literally.
Now you face me.
Your guys' opponents will take care of them.
It makes it sound more like, now you face me.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if these guys were capable of destroying even one dude. Oh my god, they got one. This is gonna suck. Oh, he's got 4 missiles. Watch it, kids. I love the random nature of what they select.
Mm-hmm.
Where's our guys? Did you post in the Discord?
Yes.
Okay. This is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if our NPC allies can take out even 2 enemies before the enemy turn.
We can always hope. If nothing else, even if they can't, at least if the enemies waste their actions attacking them instead of us, that's good.
That's the hope. It's not much of a picket line anymore. I wish our allies hadn't moved that much. Discourages the enemy units from making us, my units, targets of opportunity.
The United Forces have the United Forces come again? Now I'll take my revenge on you. Every unit prepare to intercept them. The target is their flagship, the Prometheus 2.
So these guys aren't really going to move.
At least not until someone breaks through the front line.
Yep.
Hey, all you cheeky miclones, yeah, we're going to turn this place into your graveyard.
I love this.
What is that?
Give him the broadside.
But sir, most of our guns point forward. It doesn't matter. They only drew the ship from one angle. Yeah, it's Namaiki.
Is that all you got? Yes, waste your one-shot thing. Waste your one-use attack.
Something about a little bit further, I think.
And also it seems to think, wow.
Yeah, it's uo or ua, so.
Wah. All right, here we go. Did that guy actually get hit? I guess he did. Time to rip him up. Shoot back. This isn't even my final form.
Can you handle our attack with that level of military strength?
I guess we will. It would have been nice if there were a slightly great. Oh shit!
Oh no, that's one of the characters we care about.
You weren't supposed to say the quiet part out loud.
Excuse me, that's
shit.
multiples of the characters that I care about.
He killed the monster without us being able to
Do the thing, yeah, that sucks. Well, I guess it's called the monster, not the Dodger. And that was a heavy attacker, too. Those are pretty nasty.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna wait for the translation on that one.
We're blowing up!
Hooah!
It's not literally that, but that's what it means.
Oh my god. These scenarios are ridiculous. On a certain element, on a certain point, there's like an element of realism to it, and then on another point, it's, oh fuck, here we go.
Yeah, I get that they want to show large amounts of units fighting each other,
Yeah.
and they don't want us to have to deal with moving all of those guys, or developing characters and portraits for that number of things. But the fact that the solution that they ended up coming to is that, okay, so we'll just have the computer fight itself a lot, is not particularly enjoyable.
Okay, we've lost 2 character units. I need to do something completely different. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, those heavy attackers are not messing around.
How do I reset Utake? Reset. F1 would have done it. Now I know that.
The more you know.
The problem is we can't get out there and attack first because because all of our ships are in the hangar. It's like, why don't you fucking deploy them before we start the battle? Like literally every other Super Robot Wars game.
Yeah, usually you start with them, and deployed. Yeah. I was thinking, usually you get to choose who to deploy. Mission 24, take 3, Daedalus attack.
We're done. Moving on. Hey, Potato.
We're here to attract the enemy fire. We're here to try to get up close to the enemy ship so we can ram it and then deploy troops inside. We're here to try to make the ship be good at getting there without getting shot down.
Of which we've spectacularly failed now.
Mm-hmm. Well, the ship not getting shot down.
Well, it was starting to look like, had we pressed it, that's exactly what would have happened, is that the ship would have gotten shot down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just on that front line alone. What are you up to? All the things.
Just Super Ace, everyone, not Great Ace?
Ugh.
The numbers in Super Robot Wars are significantly higher. Regular Ace is 50, Great Ace is 150 or something, and Super Ace is like 300.
Yeah. The numbers are super stupid.
Well, because you're fighting a lot more things than you do in real life.
That's crazy talk. That's against the law in Canada. Deploy everything that's not a Destroid. Because I gotta transform these damn pieces of shit. Get your asses in gear, because nobody cares. But yeah, I mean, we're in such close proximity to the enemy that there's no opportunity to deploy and then transform into the necessary form to fight these guys, because it doesn't give you a chance.
Yeah,
To transform on deployment.
unless you want to be attacking in flight mode, which you have said that is less.
Well, no, it deploys the ship, and then it ends your turn automatically. It
Oh
doesn't
right,
give
yeah.
you
You don't even get an attack on the turn where you deploy, do you? So
Nope.
yeah.
which is utterly ridiculous. There's no other game that I've played like this where it does that, to where it just locks you out after you do it once. See, this time the RNG seems to be working quite a bit more in our favor. They've already destroyed 2 units, whereas the last time it took them quite a bit of effort.
Yeah, well, sometimes you succeed, and sometimes the Halfling Barbarian throws most of a magic alchemy lab at the boss because he can't find the person they're trying to deliver it to, and then the DM has to spend half an hour rolling up random magical effects.
That's an oddly specific example.
Uh-huh. I had a pretty good use out of Shadow Maru and Kagero just because they have a combo attack. And that works pretty well together. But yeah, the Shrikes, to make them competent, you either have to significantly upgrade the gun blasters or put them in something better to the detriment of someone else.
Yeah.
Like, if you put... what friggin' ones do you get? Coney. If you put Connie in the High New, I'm sure she's fine, even though she's not a new type. Or in the friggin' Hyakushiki full armor thing. And put Quattro in the High New. And yes, the gun blasters are still, even if you, like, work to make them good, you're only using Shrike attack. And then, like, using spirits to not die. They do at least have support attack and support defend, respectively, but... which you do get score if you kill on a support attack. Like, the main person gets most of the experience, but the supporter does get the kill, I believe.
I wish these guys with the 4 missiles would stop attacking the back row and attack the guys that were actually damaged. I mean, one of these is already damaged, but it's like, dude, take a bro out.
Yeah. Plus, for every guy that dies, turns take 1 unit shorter.
Seriously.
Final Gao Gaigar levels up everyone, but only Guy gets score. So yeah, if you want to do that, you have to run Guy in regular Gao Gaigar. And, I guess you could at least save some time by, well, not save some time, but save some annoyance, potentially, by putting Keita Hinoki in Gao Gaigo when you're doing them. They can't use Hell and Heaven G plus J, but they can do everything else, and it's a less bad unit than the Kakusejin. Oh no, Shireikan and Ippanhei are taking heavy damage. We care about those, right?
Yeah, sure. Captain, I was huffing paint thinner during lunch, and now I'm on in battle. I think the idea here was that it was supposed to ramp up the drama that, you know, we get to watch all of this frontline die.
Uh-huh. Unfortunately, they all have the same face and names that are not actual names, but just descriptions of their jobs.
Right.
Which makes it significantly more difficult to become emotionally attached to them.
Right. Come on, dude. Don't spend so goddamn much time thinking about this. This is not complicated. I'm sure actual space combat is complicated, but this battle is not.
But Mac, he has five separate generic enemies that he has to decide between.
I'm gonna let that comment slide. Without response. Without repose. Somehow these guys didn't die. Oh, their lasers are missing with greater frequency now. See, and this is why we need to be in Battleoid mode against these fucks. Anything with anything with legs and arms, you got to be in Battleoid mode against. Thank God the AI took the hint. But again, it's just so stupid that the Allied pilots are already deployed. Why can't we be?
Mm-hmm.
I probably could have taken this entire front line out by now. Or at least a half to two-thirds of it, easily. And of course, all of these guys get multiple shots. I suppose the only good news is they can do it only once. And they're wasting it on the guys that they're least likely to hit. Or at least likely to destroy in one hit.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how many more units still need to attack. I wasn't waiting for anything. I was checking something because my screen over here went dark. God forbid I would actually want to use the internet. T-Mobile's great. Did I mention that?
I think so. Like, you mean sarcastically, right?
Yeah, their router just resets like 40 times a day. You're sitting there using it. It gets a little warm. It's not hot. It gets a little warm, and then no internet for you. Look at how fucking close we are. It's like when they deign to allow us to deploy.
And there were a whole bunch of heavy attackers in that front line, so it's really hard to keep things out of
harm's way. Yeah, because they've got extreme range. And the random and completely gooberish way that they're choosing to attack.
Unless the heavy attacker has a minimum range on its things, but the way to check that is extremely cumbersome.
Right, but what I'm getting at is that they're attacking in such a random fashion that I can't tell which units still have yet to move.
Right.
So that means the faster I destroy this whole front line, the better. But looking at the relative time between the failed first attempt and now, we've already wasted 40 minutes and we haven't even gotten through. We literally haven't even started round 2 yet. We're still in round 1. That just makes these games tedious.
And the only things we really need to kill are the things that are between the Prometheus and the enemy. But we do also want to, get levels on dudes.
Right,
So.
which I have no doubt that we will do. We will succeed in spectacular fashion. But yeah, we got this whole bottom line of dudes here that haven't even moved yet. Look at this. I hope we still have some distraction fighters left when this round is done, so that way,
That would be good.
Besides merely softening these guys up, we still have a formidable battle force. The new insult for Elon is earlobe.
Yeah, they kind of screwed up the difficulty for the higher difficulty levels in 30, Tato, because the enemies start out at a higher level, but that just means you get more experience when you actually defeat them. So you actually end up higher level. Super Expert Plus did more than that. This guy is just doing the, I'll leave it to you after this.
I wasn't waiting for a translation. I was looking at something on my phone.
Okay. But yeah, Super Expert Plus significantly increases the amount of experience required to level.
We're still fooling around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just that difficulty is at least actually a little bit hard, is all I was thinking. If you want it to be more challenging.
Oh, this is so boring.
Yeah, like I said, computer fighting computer is never going to be super exciting.
What's really sad though is that these glitches that you see, where where you hear the sounds but you don't see the animation, or entire parts of the background disappear, exist when you play on console. Yeah, there's no difference between the console and the emulated version. It is literally a programming error. Well, Doodles, what? You gonna give some quality cat content on stream here? Look, it's Doodles. It's Doodles! It's Snickerdoodle. Hey, dudes. Yeah. Look at that. My regal old lady. Doodles is 11 now. I'd say officially, because we're pretty convinced that she was born in December of 2011.
Uh-huh.
Oh. No, you can't be on the desk, bub. Yeah, I know, it sucks. Hold up, you're all tangled in my cords. It's okay, it's alright.
But you see, if you get up on the desk, you're going to step on a button.
Well, I mean, if she jumps down in between my legs, she's gonna yank a cord. And that's not a metaphor. Yeah, they do have a tendency to do that. They do steal my XP. We're gonna be fucking around with this until doomsday.
Well, I hope not.
Like I said, I'm just glad we don't have reviews today.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, this would be intolerable. Fuck. Stuff is happening. Alright, dude, make a decision.
Decide
Oh.
to take longer to choose.
Fucking finally. Alright, let's see what I want to go after first. And he leveled up. Maria. Bye-bye, heavy attacker. I'd say it was nice knowing you, but that's a fucking lie.
Mm-hmm.
And we both know it.
I've already forgotten you because I'm staring down the barrel of your 5 identical cousins.
Yeah. Exactly. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Yeah, like I said, these glitches occurred on even on the console.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That put him very close to level 17. Open fire! I forget if this is an area of effect attack. Bye-bye, heavy attacker.
Hopefully.
It is not. But that's okay, one less goober to deal with. Nope. I do need to level up my cannon fodder just a little bit here. Nice. range? Not yet. Come on, come on. She'll fly apart. Fly her apart then. Let's deploy them funnels. Just
Still
to
think it's
annoy
funny
'em.
that I still think it's funny that they call it a funnel. That's mostly a Gundam term.
I know, it's great, isn't it? And
And
of course,
they're called that in Gundam for a reason, and it's because the first one that they created very much was the shape of a funnel.
so we're gonna put these nuisances out there because they seem to be damn near indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare to kiss your asses all goodbye.
Dang it.
What?
I know enough of that song for it to lodge in my brain.
It's hello, goodbye.
It's so long, farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Then there's yeah.
Good day.
There are like there are what, like 5 or 6 verses because each kid sings a verse before they fucking run away from the Nazis.
Right. Auf Wiedersehen, good day.
I'm pretty sure it's Auf Wiedersehen, adieu. To
You're
you,
probably
and
right.
you, and you, and you, and yeah.
Yeah, you got it. There you go. That's what it was. Did you like my application of it, though?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it was fine.
Yeah,
It just got the regular one stuck in my head.
you're welcome. Time for that good old-fashioned kill steal. Every opportunity I get, I'm taking out these fucking heavy attackers. I'm not wasting any time on that. Alright, what do we got down here? Up. Give him the cornhole. Say goodbye to your butt. Batmobile lost its wheel and the Joker got away. I loved how meta it was in Batman the Animated Series when Mark Hamill actually sang that song as the Joker.
That was a pretty good Christmas episode, if I remember correctly.
And he rides off on the Christmas tree rocket at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you leveled up. Who knows? Maybe he'll get promoted.
Never say no to a promotion.
Unless it gives you more responsibility without pay.
Yes. Never say no to a real promotion.
Right. This guy's out of here. See you later, bitches. Ooh. Hey, look. We got a hole. Although this is going to get rough over here because I've kind of deployed everybody to the north side.
Well, the ship's slow anyway, so.
Alright, we're going to take a risk. Let's see if I can get in range to attack anybody. Or, you know, we could not do that. Since nobody's in range.
Look on the bright side, that means that we killed everything that would have been in range.
Alright, what else we got left to deploy? Put that there. Shit, not yet. Put that there. I feel a little more confident putting my troops out there, you know? Now that we've eliminated the things that will wipe the floor with them right off the bat. Alright, that's it for this round. Here we go! Oh my god. Doesn't anybody have any missiles left? Sorry I'm late, Mr. President! Pull back. That'd be great if I could capture NPC units that don't get destroyed.
Unfortunately, this is not a series that does that.
Yeah. Like
Unlike MS Saga.
Or I should say acquire.
Or no. Unlike friggin' G-Generation.
Yeah. Or any of the Generation games.
Oh no, it's all G-Generation. The G is for like Gundam or something.
Yeah. Suppressing fire! Come on, dude. Do whatever the hell it is you're gonna do. Yeah, this is why I put the funnel pods out there. They don't seem to do much damage, but they're a complete fucking nuisance. And the enemy tries to swarm them.
Right.
Like they're the gravest threat to clone kind ever conceived. Oh yeah, go get him, buddy. My muffler's jammed. What the hell does that even mean?
Can it be?
No, there's no.
Well, I suppose if nothing else, they could have been eating toast and gotten some on their scarf.
You can clog. What? Yeah. Okay. That's one definition of muffler, but I'm talking about the muffler on a car.
Yeah. One definition of muffler, one definition of jam.
Oh, I like bread and butter. I like toast and jam. I started singing that song to somebody and they go, "What's that?" And I said, "It's literally on fucking YouTube." It's from the 50s. Oh, it looks like
Did you know the universe started in 2001?
Well, apparently, yeah, apparently nothing exists before Star Wars.
And Star Wars didn't exist before it was re-released for the first time ever.
Right.
In 1999 or whatever the fuck it was.
97.
97, yeah. Oh, right, because they did them separately in the run-up to The Phantom Menace, which was in 2001.
Yep. Phantom Menace was either 99 or 2000 because there was 3 years between all the films, and Attack of the Clones came out in 2002. So it was 96, 97, 98 for the special editions, and then I believe it was May of 1999 for the or May of 2000 for. I know there was at least a 2.5-year distance between the first and second film. I'm pretty sure it was 3, so that's why I remember 1999. Now, of course, we're going to look it up. If I spelled menace correctly. May 19th, 1999. I went and saw it with my friend Dan in the theaters. Wow, now the game is moving at warp speed. I changed windows and now all of a sudden the emulator's going berserk. That's hilarious. Captain will be going to warp speed. It's thinking about it real hard. Oh my lord, are we done with this yet? It's moving so fast like you can't even keep up with it. This is what you talk about when you're talking about unrestricted frame rate.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, average 40 minutes per round is ridiculous. I'm honestly surprised they haven't started going after my funnel pods in a futile effort to destroy them. I actually won one of the levels back in the day with just the Prometheus and 2 funnel pods. Every time the Prometheus would get damaged, I would back it off and put the funnel pods in the way, and the ships would go after it. The AI in this game is stupid. Yeah, can't even touch the funnel pods with a regular weapon. See that?
They're very small, so hard to hit.
And what's even better about it is Misty stays in the battle and keeps getting experience for it, even if her plane gets shot down.
Yeah, that's nice. because it means less wasted effort.
So yeah, if her pods manage to take something out. Oh yeah, please. Keep wasting your shit. And they're basically just the shoulder-mounted pods off the ship. Yes. Yes, please waste your lasers. I can feel your anger. Figuring out this was one of the greatest OP discoveries I've ever made in a video game, I'd say.
Yeah, this is not usually how they do remote weapons for, you know, reasons about how cheesable it is.
And they're just wasting all their ammo and energy on this. Once they run out, they won't be able to attack me anymore. Because the enemy does have the same limitation. If I just ran them in circles around the map and let them keep shooting at the funnel pods, eventually I'd just be able to pick them all off. They wouldn't even be able to shoot their guns.
Yep.
Especially since they have the Zentradi no repair rule. Uh-oh. They're moving into attack range of something I care about now.
Oh no. Hopefully they don't shoot it all down.
Don't! They might... Be careful, they might kill Guy. I thought we already went through these guys. Oh my god, it's finally my turn again. So I'm going to see if I can take out this cap ship with the funnel pod.
Worth a shot.
Well, he's got 2 hit points left. I usually do 1 hit point per laser beam. Boom! Ha ha! Oh, that's hilarious. And she got 165 for that, so that's hella good. Hella good! For the Horde! I'm actually an Alliance guy myself. Significant. One step forward. Take his ass out. Thanks for making it easy for me, guys. One step forward, blammo. Alright, any weak guys we can take out here? I really wish that was an area of effect attack. Especially with that kind of range. Woo! Latrade, get him! Fine. Do it the hard way. Get about here. Yeah. Adios, bastardo. I'll get them with my positron lance.
Who gave you a Positron Lance?
Did you know that that is what the emitter is called on the proton packs?
Sounds familiar at least. Makes sense. That's about the level of technology that they were always implied to be using in terms of like, hey, is this safe to have around? Fuck no.
Yeah. Each one of us has a what is it? An unlicensed nuclear accelerator strapped to our backs.
Mm-hmm.
Vamonos, goddammit! Choke on this, asshole. Assimilate this. So what exactly is this? It's a battle pod with, get this, missiles for arms.
I mean,
Tell me I'm wrong.
what do you need? Arms. Hey, there's a model out there of a Valkyrie with one of the most dedicated melee weapons I've ever seen in a Macross thing. It has a knife.
In case it's stabbing time. Let me guess. The pilot of that name is Captain Stabbin.
I honestly don't know whose it is. I just have seen the model.
Many people have told me.
It makes me think. So here's the thing that I always think of when I'm thinking about melee mech combat in Macross that isn't just punching shit. You know the Daikon 4 video
Okay, yeah, vaguely.
with the music video with all the crossover shit.
Yeah,
At one point in that,
the one that put trigger on
a Valkyrie Zero, the one with only the one laser cannon, pulls a lightsaber / Gundam beam saber out of the top of its head
Yeah.
so that it can do a sword duel with something
I hope I haven't just made a fatal tactical error here, by the way.
by moving the ship up.
Yeah. I put it in hazard range here. Let's just see if they get distracted by the funnel pods. Come down and fuck with these guys. Come down and fuck with these guys. Leave the cap ship alone. Leave the cap ship alone. Or, you know, do exactly the opposite of what I've asked. At least the capital ship can't shoot back until next round.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. This is exciting. Apparently someone did still have missiles left.
Don't know why, but
This whole line of dudes ain't moving.
yeah, they seem to be having phased activation, basically.
Oh no! They're gonna heave to and take out the guy with like 17 hit points left. Or not. Boy, that is an
He
epic
lives to
failure.
maybe be able to retreat. I don't even know if that's a guy. That's not the guy. That's not one of the guys you're controlling, right?
No.
So who the hell knows?
Funnel pod attack.
Pew pew lasers.
This is amazing. Oh, thank God. The attack ships are going after my funnel pods.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, this game is so dumb. They have a clear-cut objective from their commander, and they're like, no, these things are the greatest threat.
I mean, in fairness, I think it did shoot down one of their capital ships.
Well, you know, that had 8 hit points left. This is hilarious. We're gonna have fun with funnel pods, kids. Funnel pod? Come on, you know you want to. Oh! This is the greatest thing ever. Whoop! Come on, buddy. That funnel pod is the greatest threat. Go get it. Yes! Anybody who does not take this configuration for Misty when it is presented to you has lost the game.
Was there even a choice?
I believe so. Yeah, I think there was a variant. Well, maybe not. Maybe if you took.
I know some people don't get choices for their latest
maybe.
upgrades.
I think you had a choice between what Lyle currently has and this. And for some reason, I thought this was the greater thing. And it just, like, I looked at the stats and I was just like, And I didn't even know about the funnel pods. Because I wasn't looking at the translation on my phone.
I don't think it even mentioned that. Just like how they don't mention that the armored Valkyrie can't transform.
Without dumping all of its armor.
Yeah. And I just flipped the Daikon 4 thing, and it draws a beam saber from its head to fight nothing in particular because it just gets blown up by missiles in the next scene. I had that confused with the one where the pilot girl is lightsaber battling Darth Vader. I was gonna say the Valkyrie was lightsaber battling Darth Vader, but it isn't.
Where is Misty? There she is. Oh no, the funnel pods upgrade independently.
Huh. Oh, is that the level or is that the
Look at this. See, it says 165 right here.
Uh-huh.
And here's Misty, and she has 805.
Huh.
Oh ho ho! I don't want to move. I want to attack this subbitch. Which means I need to move a space or two forward. Two spaces. Bye-bye, bastard. Ooh, ouch. Just took some hits there. Jesus Christ. Alright, Lyle will do it. Fuck these guys. Up.
This is the don't think you'll come back alive line.
He pretty much says that to all the lieutenants and above.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess part of it is probably just that beam blades are not really in Macross's oeuvre, or its aesthetic.
Right.
And the other part is probably that since there's nothing making missiles not fucking work, like they do in Gundam, there's less reason to develop giant robot-sized melee weapons.
Right.
I will be right back. I'm going to go put my plate in the dishwasher.
The dishwasher. All right. Yeah.
All right, back.
Well, mistakes were made, but we're coming around here. We haven't
Oh,
lost
what
any-
got shot? What got shot at?
No, I'm just saying as far as deployment. The mobility of some of these units is questionable. Alright, we're going to have Lot here fuck around and find out with this capital ship here. But as you can see, those funnel pods are the things sitting on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I am dead. I am slain. I am clone. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to be just a little bit too far out of range, but that's okay. He's exactly where he needs to be. We're just going to keep inching the Prometheus forward. I'm going to have to watch this because if we're going to wipe out everybody, then we're going to need laser recharges at some point. Is there still... Alright. I'm looking for enemy troopers that might menace us for Latrade to go after.
Mm-hmm.
I may park the monster in the garage until we get a little closer to this battle line here. Am I missing anything here? God,
Better to not be able to do something for one turn than to not be able to do anything for the rest of the map.
Right? We got 2 guys left here. It'd be great if they could spontaneously repair themselves. This guy's gonna go way forward, isn't he?
Or if they were smart enough to come back to a freaking ship.
These guys are going for broke. They're going for those level 15s in the picket line ahead of us.
I mean, pretty literally their command was to just distract the enemies so the ship can get through, so...
Oh, here we go. I think we're going to have to cluster to one side and try to break a hole. Rather than try to take them all head on. Zoop! I think that's what I'm going to use the funnel pods for. I'm going to have them go down and around the map like this. Oh, please. By all means. Get in there. It'll be interesting then because the upper ships may not break formation. So if we cluster all together and go down the south side of the map, it may take a little longer. But I'm going to see if this little stratagem will work. That's interesting that the ship moved away that time. Did you see that? because if this starts getting ugly... Yeah, I'm going to take all of the slow-moving guys and park them in the hangar. They're no better or worse than the ship itself. And for the moment, we don't need cannon fodder. Have Misty pull back and refuel. Have Lot come down south. Yeah, I'm going to be real sneaky about this. I believe I can have these guys land back on Misty, too. Alright, which one do we want to attack?
Because they do have energy meters that will run out if they're out for too long.
Yep. So, like, the thing to do if you're really stinking up the joint, but you want a shot at winning, you take the Prometheus way out of the way, and then you have the funnel pods just sit there. You don't shoot, you don't attack, you don't do anything. You just have them fly around in circles. Alright, anybody hurting? There was no turn limit, right?
Nope.
Ooh, she got the cap ship.
Hey, Dragon Lord.
Yo, yo! We're gonna be at this for a while. We can do this the hard way or the hard way. Go home, damage fighter. I think I've done this approach once or twice before. I don't control this unit, do I? Nope.
Nope. That is just a generic NPC as opposed to generic PC.
Okay. That is a thing that the Golics just said.
Well, no, because there are some nameless, same-face guys that we control, and then there are some nameless same-face guys that are not under our control for the arbitrary reason.
I'm gonna switch this guy to Gerwalk mode. It's not what I meant to do. Give him more range. Temporarily. Alright, we're gonna see what happens here. This guy's gonna do a dumb. Oh good, they're not going to reposition it because he's destroyed. I know that sounds like a terrible thing to say, but he was about to thwart my plan here.
Oh yeah, in any grid-based game, sometimes you just want an enemy to want an ally or friendly NPC or something to, like, not be in your way or in the way of your plan.
Like I said, I'm going to switch some of these guys to Gerwalk mode temporarily to get them down to the south end of the map here. I'm calling it the south end of the map. It's obviously not literally south. Wreckage of enemy battle cruisers gives a 40% defensive advantage. Apparently it also gives a attack advantage as well. Gadfly, you rang? Woof! That was hefty right there. Did you see that damage?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna have to do this then. It's not ideal, but we'll take a dude out.
Hopefully, yeah. Well, yeah, it just happened, so.
Well, you know, we want to give the computer a break and give it less to think about, you know.
Hopefully, yeah.
I don't think she's in range.
It would be interesting if they were actually aggressively going towards our ship the way that they were ordered to, but I don't think the computer can quite brain that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the TurboGrafx 16 was basically based on a pair of 68,000 series processor equivalents. It's not much to look at.
Mm-hmm.
They got to the 16 bits by slaving two 8-bit processors together in that fluky computer math that they like to do. That's not how you do 16-bit, by the way. $16-bit is not two 8-bit processors slaved together. That's just not a thing.
Well, they I just have the Jaguar on my mind because of things, and they have had things where, in order to say it is X bit, they combined a number of less than X bit processors for, not actually what they say it is performance.
So they had two 32-bit graphics processors slaved together, and the primary CPU was a 16-bit 68000 series processor, which is amazing. So that's why there are so many Amiga ports on the Jaguar, like Zool
They just
2.
don't bother to use the 32-bit processors at all, really.
they just use the 68000 series, which was supposed to be for like sound processing or something like that, and then they just use.
But
it
it's
as
also
main
the thing
CPU.
that people knew how to use.
Yeah, nobody knew what to do with these custom graphical blitters, whatever the hell. They had no idea what to do with the Jaguar's custom GPUs. Not one fucking clue. In fact, I think there's a homebrew game that you can buy on eBay for the system that actually uses it, and it's based on like it's based on a Doom style corridor game that involved you flying around in an advanced attack copter or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but it was slated to be released for the Jaguar, but never actually was.
Right.
And Jaguar is definitely something we can look at on this channel. Like, there's not a ton of stuff. Like, I've tried playing... the fuck is the Alien Penguins game? The one that the Angry Video Game Nerd covered extensively. The one where he described it as, I could write a game if I was a shark and my job was to shake trees until monkeys fell out of them. He said that's what this game plays like,
Penguins of Doom.
Attack of the Mutant Penguins or something like that, I think is the name of the game. It's fucking amazing. I played it. It's actually quite fun, but it's incredibly difficult, to put it mildly. I'm gonna stick this funnel pod right up their ass.
Yeah, Attack of the Mutant Penguins.
It's a fucking amazing game. I actually own a physical copy of it because I do have a Jaguar. I bought one as, like, I was buying the games for like $2 and $5 a piece on eBay. I bought the system and like 30 games for like $600. It was absurd. Yeah, it's fucking amazing, dude.
No, I'm just reading the transcript of that episode now. But what the hell's going on? From what I understand, there's a bunch of penguins walking around. They buy tickets and then go into a transformation booth where they become evil mutant penguins. And from there, they go to the doom scale. Yeah, the doom scale. They jump in the mouth and then appear on the scale. So you gotta stop the penguins by using a weapon, for example, a baseball bat. How do you get the bat? You gotta collect the letters that spell the word bat. But where do you find the letters? Inside treasure chests. But how do you open the treasure chests? A key, right? No, gremlins. Yeah, you collect what they call gremlins, and supposedly you drop the gremlins inside the treasure chest and then it opens. But no, it doesn't open right away, it takes like 10 seconds. The more gremlins you use, the faster it opens, but it doesn't open, it like explodes. When you get the bat, you gotta kill all the penguins, but they don't die if you hit them. Instead, there's a bunch of power orbs that scatter all over. You gotta get all the power orbs to power up your bat so you can kill the penguins. But you only kill the penguins wearing hats, because the ones that don't wear the hats fight the ones that do wear the hats. If the mutant penguins on the doom scale outweigh the regular penguins, the doom scale starts screaming and going apeshit.
You're a shark and your job is to shake palm trees until monkeys fall out.
I got it. I can come up with a game like this. How about you're a shark and you got to shake palm trees till trains fall down,
There
and you
you
put the
go.
trains in an apple, and then turkeys come and eat the apples, and then the turkeys go up waterfalls, and to get them down, you have to collect monkey butts. So you drop the monkey butts on power lines, and then okay, what's next?
He reviewed quite a few games for this system. It was pretty hilarious.
Uh-huh.
I have played Silent Doom. And he's like, yeah, you just put on your favorite heavy metal soundtrack in the background on low and you're fine. I forgot about the collect monkey butts part.
It's always monkey butts.
Shake palm trees until trains fall out and then give them to monkeys. Alright, we're making some
No,
headway here.
you put the trains in an apple, and then you give the apples to turkeys.
Oh, right.
And then the turkeys go up the waterfall. The monkey butts are to stop the turkeys from going up the waterfall.
Oh, see, I forgot that part.
I think. I actually clicked off the thing, and that's just my memory.
This is even better. I've made a minor error here. This guy's just going to be chasing the Prometheus till the end of time. I don't think I'm in range to attack anything yet.
We're fairly clear in terms of being able to get the Prometheus to move forward to where we want it to be.
Well, here's what I'm worried about. I started advancing into this group here, and then this group. And
Oh,
this
yeah,
group
sorry,
trying to
you're
trying
right.
to get me.
The enemy flagship is further north than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's right here. So we got to at least clear this guy and these three right here.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, I'm just going to damage Kamagin's flagship. I'm not going to even fuck around with this. See, now they're going to shoot at us, but whether they move, that's another question.
Mm-hmm.
If they move, this is going to get a lot more difficult. But they may be going after our funnel pods, so... This is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. Look at this. Look at these dummies. Yo! I'm afraid my funnel pods will be quite operational when your friends arrive.
Somehow it doesn't have quite the same ring when it's something that's like the size of a Volkswagen Bug instead of something that's the size of a small moon.
I think it's even scarier, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah.
The funnel pods took out all of our capital ships. Shit! How big are they? About the size of a flea? They're about the size of a flea's pecker.
Also, he's definitely overstating how functional the second Death Star is. But it does have working shields and main weapon, and that's what he meant. Actually,
Well,
not even so much shields.
He was trying
Mostly the main weapon was working.
He was trying to scare Luke into, but the thing is, Sith mind tricks don't work on
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
Well, it was an intimidate check, not a,
Yeah.
And he was true. It was true. The gun works.
Well, and most of the surface turbo lasers worked. Not that they were much effective.
Well, the surface turbo lasers worked for the parts of it that had surface.
Right.
Never forget that they did in fact leave enough space that you could fly a bunch of ships inside and blow up the middle of it.
Right. Such a waste. You know,
But it's not like Palpatine did have overconfidence as like an issue, so.
I'm gonna have to start having people go back to the ship. Bye-bye, baby. Switching to Gerwalk. Are you fucking serious? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna have to switch her back manually to plane mode from plane mode anyway.
Get back on the ship, yeah.
Yeah, get in the fucking ship. God damn.
Because the launch ramps are designed. New banned phrase: he's too dumb. Sith tricks don't work on Luke because he's a Jedi or because he's too dumb. I don't know. I think it's more because he was too sure about what he was doing. Really. But he's not weak-willed. That's the big thing.
Right. Jedi mind tricks only work on the weak. He's about half.
That, and also I think some species just have anti-force abilities for arbitrary reasons.
The brains, man. The brains are shaped differently.
And those reasons for Watto have absolutely nothing to do with stereotypes of certain cultures of people.
That's what we're going with, huh? Not close enough.
Oh, that was funny. There was a no-go area that was like right in the middle of the area between those two guys. Yeah. And I was like, I wonder why you can't go there. Oh, right. It's because the ship is 3 spaces and there's only 2 spaces between them.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's injured.
Mazina, yeah, he's saying if I don't get back, I'll be in trouble.
He's like, seriously, it's time to go back for that.
Yeah.
Back to the cage for repairs.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And for some reason, they're using cage for... They're translating battleship as cage. Like, consistently. Also, while he is technically saying seriously, it's actually not seriously. It's because he's slurring Mazui into Maji.
He said, don't miss it.
Yeah, don't let it miss or don't miss it.
Oh, this ship is gone, bro. That was a relatively safe attack on my part, and I got him up a level, so...
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to move the funnel pod. I'm going to have Lyle fall back to the wreckage over here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to park the 2 funnel pods here in nuisance range. I'm not even going to shoot at anything. I'm just going to use them, as I said before, as a defensive annoyance. We just got to make sure that Lot here doesn't get fucked over.
Yeah, I don't know why it's translating cage or ship or carrier as cage. But it's consistent about that.
Yep. Now, I still got a lot of firepower inside the ship, so this should be interesting. Let's see what happens. Oh, now he's going to come get us.
Yeah. The enemy forward line something something.
The enemy broke through.
Yeah, the enemy has broken through the enemy flagship has broken through the advanced guard. Opashimashita.
Something about the Vanguard.
Yeah. Well, get it then. Intercept, just make a little more time.
You got it, boss.
Intercepting. Sir. Yes, sir. Ese que está. I don't friggin' know. Sounds ready.
Yeah, it translated that exactly the same. Oh. I wonder if I had backed up the funnel pods 2 squares if this would have triggered that cutscene. If I'd have backed them down 2 squares. Oh.
May or may not have. They did say the enemy flagship, so it might be based on where you positioned the
Prometheus. Yeah, I'm just going to put these in nuisance range, and I'm going to attack the enemy at my leisure. I may clear everything off the map just for funsies and leave Kamjan's ship alone unless he attacks me directly. I want this to go down as one of the most spectacular defeats in Zentradi history.
Well, they're already doing a pretty good job of losing.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure they would argue that, well, we took out all of your guys, to which we can only counterpoint, well, not anyone we cared about. Which is not really something you're supposed to say in a war.
Yeah. Captain Generico, Captain Smith, you will be missed. Captain Smith 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We got Harold Smith, John Smith, Paul Smith, Peter Smith. I mean, at least the Gundam games had female commanders.
Yeah.
You know, it could have given us a little variety here.
Yeah, like these are literally all the same face.
He keeps shooting at her. Not that it does him any damn good. I didn't catch your name. Smith. Agent Smith. Oopsie. Oh, these ships might move. He's thinking about it. Oh, this is the greatest thing ever. I'm having way too much fun with this. Now that I'm doing it right, you know? I'm glad I course corrected when we were starting to lose.
Yeah, losing 2 guys right off the start of a battle is not a fun way to do things.
Well, especially when you lose your monster.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need that for blasting these cap ships out of the sky.
It is good at that.
Like, I'm not fond of his maneuverability, but I do like having this unit. Okay. So I'm just going to have Lyle here go on a rampage. Rampage! Woo! Please tell me you got the Archer reference.
Sorry, Archer is mostly... I mean, I know some Archer references, but that's not the one I've...
So, Archer got cancer.
As you do.
Yeah. And so...
For drama.
He was very upset about essentially criminals stealing cancer medication. So he goes on a rampage murdering all of the bad actors in the pharmaceutical industry.
Something about a broken clock, or I don't know.
Then, of course, Pam goes on a Pam page. I'm going to go ahead and let these guys be sacrificial pawns. I did say I was going to put Lot back in the ship and get him repaired.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, he's still got a missile. You bastard. I need to move him up because that is a multiple target missile. Try to hit a few guys here. When it has that tight diamond like that, it's a multi-target missile.
Right.
Ooh, we got two of them. We got two little pitties.
I wonder if you could have hit more than two.
You can. They were in a weird configuration and I couldn't get all of them.
Right.
Like, I could have gotten three of them if I had moved to a slightly different spot. But I didn't have the mobility to pull it off, unfortunately. And she still has all three of hers. Wait for me! Wait for me! Let's see if I can hit this bastard from there. Nope, I gotta move up one space. We're gonna risk it. Suppressing fire! Except this actually hits the target. Alright, what else we got going on here? Again, I'm gonna move this guy into nuisance range. This one I'm going to use to attack. Just to let them know I'm here. A ringy dingy dingy.
Pew pew lasers.
I mean, it doesn't do that much damage, but it's enough to get their attention. That's an attention getter. You really licked their ass. It's kicked their ass. Dare I do deployables? Oh, that's right. We got to put Misty back out there. I'll put her on this asteroid right here so she'll be safe. We'll take the risk and put the monster out there. And the rest of these guys... Oh, they're ready. We haven't lost a single important person. And to be honest with you, I haven't actually sacrificed any of my rando Valkyries either. All right.
Yeah, you seem to have been doing pretty well since the
Managing.
NPCs have been pretty good at meat shielding.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Now we see what we're gonna see.
Yeah, these funnels do not get hit much.
They're incredibly
Which, I mean, it's
difficult.
good. They have like they don't exactly have a lot of hit points, but
No, but they're so nimble that nothing
Yeah.
can hit them.
because again, they are much smaller than a Valkyrie and also controlled by radio. I was just thinking about it since we were talking about funnels earlier, but obviously you don't have to be psychic to use those here because again, remote controls via radio or whatever don't fucking stop working at ranges beyond. Like,
I just thought it was interesting when Misty's plane blew up and the funnel pods stayed out there and were controllable.
yeah, I guess maybe there is something to that, but
That was kind of interesting.
it's not to the same level as in Gundam, where the reason why, I mean, you still have to have something to let you focus on multiple angles at once. But I think that part of the reason why side commute is so prevalent in Gundam is because Minovsky particles make radio stuff fall off after like a couple miles.
Right. They're just wasting all their time attacking the funnel pods.
Well, yeah, they have the least hit points of anything on the map.
Oh my. You tried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised that guy tried to bypass the funnel pod. Hasn't he shot at it like 8 times now and missed?
Yeah, I think so. At least most turns.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. I think what we should do is we should take out all of the enemy units, leave Camden's ship alone, and then bring everybody back to the hangar and then just leisurely cruise the Prometheus up next to it.
We'll probably take a couple of hits on the way in, but yeah.
Well, no, we'll leave the funnel pods out there.
Ah, okay. So it'll still be shooting at those.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try it as this episode's challenge. I think everybody finds that thought amusing. Shoot him in the ass. And then I'm going to have him attack a completely different ship. I think his weapon is actually designed for taking down capital ships.
Might be. Again, I have a hard time even speculating about specific damage calculation foibles in this game because it tells you so fucking little about any of the weapons aside from how much they cost to use and what their ranges are.
I don't like this guy.
Take my large cannons.
Oh my god.
Well, he has like 1 hit point left.
Alright, who needs to level up here?
Law, Misty level 20.
In range? Oop, and he went up to level 16.
That's good.
I fucks with you, sir. Well, she took a little damage, but she got him. Hi. Goodbye. Neither. It's a latency issue that comes up with the emulator.
The stream is being a little bit weird, but it's because of the emulator stuff.
Yeah, it's not the stream itself. Here, I'll dumb it down. I moved up the bitrate. Let's see if I can turn it down a little bit. Or I could just crash OBS.
Well, don't do that.
That's why I've stopped